Good morning, everybody. So I had a really great breakfast and I am now on the way to Bandama, which is a crater. And we're gonna do some hiking over there. So let's go.
Bandama is around 15 kilometers or around 10 miles away from Las Palmas, the capital city of Gran Canaria. You can easily get there by bus. Get yourself a bus card in one of the designated stores in the city. Just ask at the reception of your hotel or ask the locals directly at the bus stop, just like I did. The ride takes around 30 minutes and offers you to see the beautiful scenery of the island and a glimpse into the tiny villages and towns when passing by, which is quite pleasant and relaxing. Once you arrive at Bandama, it is time to hike up the first hill of the day. But don't worry, it only takes a few minutes. And the best thing is that you will be rewarded with one of the best views of the island. Bandama is a very special place. Because of its volcanic origin, the soil is black due to the chemical components and ash that was released during the past eruptions. And everywhere you look around, you can actually see volcanic rocks, a sign of the volcano's past activity. Pico de Bandamas is around 570 meters high, which is almost 1,900 feet, and the view is just breathtaking. You can look far into each direction, including the city of Las Palmas, the ocean, and the mountains. If you're lucky, you will be able to spot some Gran Canarian lizards warming up on the rocks off the peak. By the way, if you prefer golfing rather than hiking, you can find the Royal Las Palmas Golf Club next to the crater. It was founded in 1891 and is therefore the oldest golf club in all of Spain. After enjoying the view and relaxing for a while, I was ready for my hike. But first, coffee. By the way, they always put whipped cream on top, so if you're not a fan of that, better tell the staff right away.
Okay, so now I'm ready to go.
My goal was to reach the village of Terror. By walking, that's around 18 kilometers or 10 miles away, which should take around 4 hours to walk. As you can see, I walked on paved streets rather than hiking trails. That's primarily because I was using Google Maps. So if you insist on hiking on some trails off-road, make sure to inform yourself properly beforehand. However, the streets are actually not that bad. There is barely any traffic. Every now and then you will pass by picturesque villages, such as Monte Lentiscal, which is famous for its red mountain wine. Let's talk a little bit about the landscape of the island. The entire island is of volcanic origin. Due to its climatic and geographical diversity, as well as its differentiated flora and fauna, Gran Canaria is also described as a miniature continent as it consists out of 14 microclimate zones. You will see different kinds of flowers all year long, huge cacti and pine trees as well. I needed a short break. At this point, I was already walking for almost 2.5 hours. As I don't go hiking very frequently, I slowly started to feel the dimensions of my plan. It turned out I made the break just in time, as shortly afterwards it started to rain. The hillside of the Canary Islands has some unpredictable weather, but we will get to that in my next video. Luckily, the rain was not that bad, so the umbrella was enough. Also, it didn't rain that long and it offered unique and astonishing views that I was not expecting. Every now and then, you will encounter animals or farmers from the villages, so get ready for some fun encounters. After 6 hours of walking, I finally arrived at the outskirts of Teror. But just as I mentally prepared for arriving, there was one more hill I had to encounter.
This is one of the steepest hills I've ever experienced in my life. Jesus Christ.
Yep, that was steep. Teror is one of the most pristine places on Gran Canaria. The most prominent buildings of the village is the Basilica de Nuestra Señora del Piño, which was built in the 18th century, as well as the village administration building. Teror is known for its diverse, mostly wooden balconies on the house fronts. The fancier the balconies, the more wealthy were the families who lived in them. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel. In my next video, I will show you more hiking opportunities on Gran Canaria, so check that out as well. See you next time.